Hello and welcome back. We're back again here on SYNLAB podcast. My name is Patsy Mokungah. I'm still your host. We have been talking about mental illness. We're going beyond the everyday smile to, really question what's going on. It's been very, very educational, very, very interesting. I have here with me Dr. Koyejo and Mrs. Olaniyi-Agboola. If you don't know who they are, go back to the first episode. Just go back and watch it. Then come and join us here. On this particular episode, our guests are going to be helping us understand what it means to create supportive spaces and how this will help mental wellness. So the first thing I would like to ask is, what daily habits, can have the most impact in supporting mental wellness?
Yeah, well, daily habits, it involves individuals, family, and the broader social context. Let me talk about what we can do. Your sleep. I keep telling you about sleep because it's extremely important.
People say, can you sleep in Lagos?
Yeah, but you can. It's how important you value your sleep, your rest. So having refreshing sleep it is extremely important for us. Then the things we eat. Yeah, because alcohol, psychoactive substance, alcohol, smoke, and those other things. I'm an addiction psychiatrist, and
Yes.
these are things that put people at very high risk of developing mental illness.
But people feel like you can take these things recreationally.
Oh, those nobody plans to get addicted. Everything starts recreationally. So that word recreation, there are other things that could be of help in your recreation. And so it's those substances are a total no, because people that normally shouldn't have any mental illness break down. People that are at risk, they break it shortens the onset of psychotic symptoms. So these are things, and having positive routines and outlook to life. Even in the sun, you could smile. There's vitamin D for you. In your interpretation of events that happen around you. And like she earlier said, it's everybody is overwhelmed. So it's your interpretation of it. Things are hard. Yeah, it's everywhere. So it's not just about you. Then about the next person, your family, your spouse. How well do you support the next person around you? It's extremely important because your actions have impact on others around you. I was coming today, I was driving, and I just saw someone drop the bottle from the car. Like, excuse me. Of course, that person just
did not think about it.
Didn't think about it. So our actions to people really matters. Even at work. If I tell you that I need to see my psychiatrist, I'm going to see. In fact, I've been to places and I will write Dr. Koyejo, consultant psychiatrist. I'm like, no, what does she want here? I'm like, yeah, they don't even want to see you. They don't want to hear you. So these are ways that we could actually be of help to people. And like I've talked about the family, and governments, like I would say, institutions should be made to support people's mental health. And these are basic things, very basic. Mrs. Olaniyi.
Yeah. They're as, simple as listening to people.
Yeah.
Listening to people. A lot of people want to talk to someone.
Yeah.
But we are not available to talk to people. And we are quick to judge. We should be intentional about the way we see people's opinion. We don't have to be judgmental. There's no one that takes a decision without a reason. The reason may be negative. At the end of the day, it may be positive, but there's a motive behind that decision. We need to learn to respect people's opinion. And we need to give people their spaces. As minor as these habits are, it can actually cross the thin line of mental illness. You don't even want to hear somebody out. Imagine that that young lady that committed suicide because of JAMB results.
Yes.
It's as bad as that. Who knows? Probably somebody has condemned. You mean despite all this, see what your score? That alone. We should be intentional in making a sacrifice for others. Like you said, can people sleep in Lagos? People just have to sleep. Because if we fail to sleep in Lagos, sooner or later, there won't be space in all our psychiatric facilities. Because it's the basic things that determine individual wellness or not.
Permit me to say this. Can people sleep in Lagos? Then you'll be forced to sleep in the hospital.
Yes. If you cannot sleep in Lagos, and the beds in the hospitals are not cheap.
Expensive.
People need to know that too. You know, when you are paying for it, you can go to a hotel and say, I want to relax, go and pay and enjoy yourself. But now you are being forced to that bed. And the unfortunate thing is, these people that fail to care are being forced to come and pay.
To care.
To care.
For care now.
Can you see the scenario?
Okay.
So why can't we go out of our way? Just listen to your friend, your family member, your husband, your wife. You know, play over everything and let it end there.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's okay.
Okay. That is a lot to digest. You know,
There's a lot.
It seems like it was very short, but a lot has been said. So much. Okay, but can you shed some light on, you know, what mindfulness or like stress reduction techniques, you know, that things people can do on a daily basis to reduce stress, you know, techniques that can help you recalibrate yourself.
You started it now. You said something now, which is peculiar, which we must all imbibe. That is mindfulness and meditation. There's difference between meditation and thinking.
Yeah.
Some people will sit down and be thinking, believing they are meditating. If you are mindful of your thoughts, if you are mindful of your actions, you will be able to live, you know, a liberal life for yourself and for others. And the meditation of our mind goes a long way in maintaining our sanity. From meditation comes gratitude, which is another important weapon to enjoy good mental health. Think about the beautiful things you have ever enjoyed.
Yeah.
Think about you have ever enjoyed or done.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Probably you wrote an exam once, you pass. Now you fail. What happened that time that you pass? Why don't, if I could write that exam and pass, definitely I'll pass this one. It's just I need to make some corrections. You will not be downcasted.
Yes.
Do you understand? You think about, I don't have money to eat now. But some days ago, I ate chicken all alone. I ate, a coconut alone. Think about those beautiful things you have ever done and be grateful for them. All of this will help us. It's because we are dwelling in our failures, our disappointments, those things we want to achieve, we are unable to get. And that is why individual is getting depressed.
Do you think the digital age contributes to this? Because when you say mindfulness, meditation, it's hard. We are consistently, we've been trained
there's
to
information.
Yes.
Explosion. It's really terrible. And mindfulness can just be shutting down and just think about your nose or think about nothing and just shut down. And let me tell you something. Exercise. I just look at people that you go on X, you go on several social media and you're just watching and watching. What about going out to play? Do you think about that?
I don't think people think about that much.
Going out to play for children is extremely important. they build their muscles, they build their brain, they build every aspect of their life. They build resilience. Going out to play, they'll play with their friends. They are building a social relationship.
Connections.
Yeah, connections and the rest like that. So the things we are living, they are the good ones, and we are holding on to the things that really affect our mental health. You can imagine just being on Facebook. I'm not supposed to be mentioning it.
No, but these are. Yeah. It's not that they are bad, but people can be there for
hours, and they won't even relate with the next person next to them.
And let me say this: that has actually taken away our social, communal social life.
Yeah, because you are with somebody, but you are with you are truly with somebody else that is far away because you're on your phone.
When children goes to play with their friends, they have that physical touch. Yeah. They will run back. Mommy, Kunle beats me. That physical touch is there. Unlike a child, playing on social media, trying to imagine what the other person at the other end is doing, that he cannot have the feeling. And that is why we have a lot of children committing suicide from what they learn from social media.
Let me say this. I don't know about before people commit suicide, they must have said something. They must have some clues. But because you're not even there watching, you don't know. The parents are absent while at home.
Mother is also on her device. Yeah. Daddy's on his own. Children.
People are absent while they are physically there. So they can't even get clues from people that think something is going wrong with this person. People wrote jam 8 times.
Yes. I know somebody that wrote 10 times.
People wrote jam 8 times.
Life continues.
And life continues. And that doesn't make them a failure in life. So I'm sure there are several other things that have been happening to that person. So it's our being there, socially available.
Really helps.
It's really important.
So what do you have to say about setting boundaries and how it relates to, mental wellness? I feel like as much as, we're fostering community with people, even with yourself, where does it come to maybe you should draw a line to help yourself?
Well, the ability to say no is a gift. Sorry, I can't do that. You can't overwhelm yourself. You are not. I keep telling people that you are not the savior of the world. Those things we watch in cartoons, Voltron, defender of the universe, and all those.
A superhero.
Yeah, superhero. It's not
no
human.
foreman anywhere.
Yeah, it is not. You can't be. So setting boundaries is part of your routine. It should be a part of daily work. Part of setting boundaries is able to say, okay, like now I have to be on my treadmill. I have to take a walk. I have to get up to do basic things. So it's just makes us a full and a whole human being. You must be able to say, okay, this is the end to this. This is what I'm meant to do at this point in time. So you can't just be just going endless. There must be a time that, look, I'm going to sleep. I'm putting off my device. Mm-hmm. These are simple boundaries that could be set. There are things that when this happens, this is what I'll do. We must be disciplined.
Discipline.
We must be disciplined. It's really important. So by saying no to someone does not make you less of human, does not make you a bad person. It's just a look.
And that doesn't mean you don't care.
That doesn't mean you don't care.
Because if you don't know how to set that boundary, we are human. People will set that boundary for you.
Yeah.
Because if the going gets wrong, these same people, they'll back out.
Sure.
They will even put it to your face.
Yeah.
So, to maintain mental wellness, we must learn to respect that boundary. Even as an individual, when it is time for you to go and lay down, please, don't try to take, a step further. If not, you won't comfortably lay down. Something will pull you down. Yeah. And that may be dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay. So from all that we've said right now, if you were to say these are maybe top 3 practical steps that a person can take that will give them long-term benefits, what would you?
Well, I would say, number 1, your sleep is important. Number 2, your relationship with the community, with people around you. And number 3, maybe exercise. Or you can even say what you eat, what you put in your mouth. So let's do sleep. Sleep is a total yes.
Yes. Capital yes.
It's capital yes. Your relationship with people, and maybe what you put in your mouth, the things you eat, the things you must be very disciplined about those things. And what would you say?
And I would say we should learn to speak out.
Yeah.
Talk to someone. Everybody needs to learn to speak to someone. We cannot bear it all alone.
Yeah.
Sometimes I may put a call across to her. Sometimes she calls me. I call other people. We rub minds together and we get to the solution point. If we don't, if you keep bottling it, a time will come that bottle will do what? Explode. And we shouldn't get to that level.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you so much, Ma. This has been, very, like I said, it seems like we're spending a short time, but a lot has been said. So you know what, my audience, I'm going to give you a few minutes to go and think. Think about your sleep pattern. Is it right? Think about your relationships. Think about the last time you opened up to somebody and shared your burden, and think about whether or not you exercise a lot. We'll be back. While we're gone, interact with this podcast. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode.